Okay, hello everybody. How's it going? Sorry, I forgot my glasses in the other room, so I had to go get it really quick. Now I'm gonna pull this up so I can visit with you guys if you want to visit. I'm gonna do a new moon or a full moon reading for all signs right now. So the full moon is on Monday, August 19th. It's a super moon. It's also a blue moon. And it's also called the Sturgeon moon. So it's super because it's so close to the Earth. Like the moon orbit is about as close as it's going to be, get, or whatever you want to say. And it's the first of 4 in a row. It's bigger, it's brighter, and it is because it's closer. It looks closer because it is. It's called the Sturgeon moon because it's a time of abundance. It's also a time for liberation and renewal. So, so on Monday, or starting right now, whenever you're looking at this, I feel like I want you to reflect on the last lunar cycle. Like, think back to the last full moon we had, which was like around probably 4 weeks ago, and be honest and let go of anything else that's lingering. You know what I mean? Anything that doesn't serve you. And I want you to think about it from now until Monday. And then on Monday, I want you to write down the one thing or the however many things that you're still clinging to that aren't helping you. And I want you to write it down on a piece of paper and then burn it and let it go. Let the moon take care of it. Let it just slowly peel that away from you. Let it slowly show you the truth over the next 4 weeks, And I feel like I was trying to figure out an example that could be like an all around example for everyone. And I was thinking about abundance, like, don't we all want to be abundant? Abundant in joy, abundant in health, abundant in love, abundant in peace and tranquility. We want to be abundant in everything, right? So let's just say we're going to use that. So maybe what you still have lingering here, if you're asking for abundance, what a full moon is all about is exchanging energy. You're letting go of something that doesn't work for you anymore, and you're replacing it with someone else. It's an energy exchange. This is how we change our energy, transmute it, right? So I feel like if you are wanting abundance, then you must be feeling some sort of lack, right? And I feel like the reason I use this is because of the readings that I've been doing this week. And I feel like this is a big thing for a lot of us. And it isn't anything that we've done wrong. It's just something that we've grown to live with, this feeling of lack. It started when we were kids. I'm sure of it. I feel like every sign got that, like this is inner child wounding, and it's time to try and let those things go, like this feeling like I don't have enough, or I'm not enough, or my life isn't that great. You know what I mean? It's those lack mentalities, maybe even like going all the way to the point where you feel like you don't even know if you deserve to have what you want. You don't know if you deserve it. And so I feel like those are all like little kid things that we kind of picked up and held on to. And so I feel like if that's you, you write down what you want to release and you burn it. And then you write down on a different piece of paper of what you want to replace it, right? So if you're feeling lack and you're writing down, I am abundant, like you already have it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the key to manifesting is you really got to believe that it's yours, you know, like you deserve it and it's coming at you, you know, and you got to believe in the universe and your own soul power to have it happen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Aries, of course, and I'm going to do a moon reading for you guys, and we're going to ask what this moon is looking like for you, what you should, let's ask what you should be focused on as far as like letting go right now. What are they letting go? What is Aries needing to let go? Negativity, because there's something brand new coming. There's a new moon here, see? So this could happen that quickly. It could, is what I'm feeling like. It's saying like, you know what, if you release this, you'll have a new start just like that. You know, if you're doing what, you know, what the universe is even asking of you. Like, write what I was just saying. You gotta like write it down. You gotta let it go. You gotta believe it's really happening. You gotta have faith, man. And the faith that you're having is in your own soul. You know what I mean? It's in your own self. Can we get our human and our soul lined up together? Yes, we can. We can, and we are. It just takes tiny little steps. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming, you guys. I am doing a reading for Aries, and this is about the full moon coming on Monday. So I feel like you are releasing negativity here. Yeah, it's 9 of Wands. It's like, this is going to be successful too. Okay, so 9 of Wands is about a lot of pain. And 9 of Wands is about, it can be two ways. You know, every card, every situation, everything can be the high side or the low side. So I'm going to tell you the low side of this, and it would be the negative side. The negative side of the 9 of Wands is victim. Like everything bad happens to me. But you see, I feel like there's something about releasing this. I mean, it's saying you're going to be successful. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough, like mountain-like trip, right? It has, but yeah, like you made it. You made it to the top. You're doing really good. You're happy. You're successful. This could be like being in the public eye. Honestly, you know what else this could be saying is that something that seemed like the worst thing that ever happened turns out to be something that was the biggest lesson, was a teachable thing. You know what I mean? Like you conquered it. You conquered the feeling of like, this sucks. And you embrace this other feeling like, wow, look what I've done. Look what I've been through, right? Tell me more about this for Aries. Oh, that's kind of a lot. I got this new deck and it's slickery. My friend got it for me and I haven't really used it. I only used it once so far. Okay, so yeah, you're letting go of and like accepting a transformation. The death card is here. So I feel like what you're doing is you're thinking about maybe someone in specific. I don't know. Or a certain situation. This could be, like I was saying, like childhood wounds. Seven of Swords is here. So it's like shady behavior. It's secrets. It's lies. It's deceit, right? I feel like you're moving on from this. I do. I feel like you're putting an end to it, you know? Like, I don't know what the 3 of Stars is here for, unless it's about a reconciliation. You know what I mean? I think you're putting an end to that notion. Like, you're just kind of saying, I'm done. Like, this 8 of Stars is like you're just popping your own bubbles there. You're letting go. You're letting go of whatever this is. It is some kind of shady shit. You know, 7 of Swords is never a fun experience, Aries. It isn't. It's somebody kind of doing like, I don't know, like just something shady. It can be anything. It could be cheating. It could be lying. It could be, I don't know, stealing. I don't know. There's a new start coming, and it's all about justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. Something, let's see. I feel like you're a little conflicted about this. But I feel like you do feel how happy it is. Yeah, you're over the moon here. The 10 of moons, that's 10 of pentacles. There's a new start that brings in happiness. So if it's you doing that ritual that I just said, they're just explaining it to me right here. It's like you're letting go of the negative vibe that you've been carrying around for a long time. And in comes abundance and 10 of pentacles. It's like you are manifesting it. So as soon as you release this new start is coming, and it looks to me like it could be as little as 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we have a full moon and then we have a new moon. And that's when this new beginning is coming. It's justice. You know, the Five of Wands can mean fighting. It can mean inner struggle. It can mean denial. It can mean cooperation. You know, so I don't know, but I feel like there's something coming in that seems fair and like abundant and happy and joy and 10 of pentacles. So wow, that's what you're manifesting on this moon. You're releasing the negativity, and you are, I forgot to tell you what's at the bottom though. Show the world the real you. And that is exactly where the moon is in Aquarius. And that's what came out. So I don't think they're lying about this. They're saying, like, show the world the real you. Like, it's time for you to shine, is what I feel like, Aries. I do. Let's clarify that. Show the world. What do you want them to do, Spirit? What are you asking them to do here? High Priestess. Use your intuition. So you have something to do. Like, your intuition is going to lead the way. Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on to something. Queen of Stars. Queen of Cups. Something emotional. Something you love. A new beginning. So, you know what? If this is really what you want, what you're holding on to, it looks like you're holding on to some specific person. It could be a water sign. The High Priestess, I forget what sign that is. Is it maybe Taurus? Because it's second card. That's a second sign. So it could be a Taurus, or it could be a water sign too. I feel like there's a whole bunch of, there's no shame in wanting a certain person. And if that's what you want, and that's what you want to manifest, I feel like it's going to come to you. Your higher self is kind of like saying, like, it's okay, you know, because maybe, I don't know why you don't want anybody to know you want it, but that's what it feels like you don't really want anybody to know that you even want it. Whatever that means. Okay, so let's look at Taurus. I should put up my little sign with the sign on so you guys can see. I was trying to think of where the best place that would be the other day when I was doing it, and I just don't know. Can you see that okay there? I'll move my shit around. I get so cluttered in here. Have you noticed it? Like, I get a whole clean table, and then before I know it, I have every deck of cards just laying here. Well, what if I need this back? I have shelves and everything, and I just want them all here. Okay, angels, spirits, and guides. Let's do Taurus. Tell me what Taurus needs to let go of with this full moon. Tell me what their challenge is right now. I need to know what they need to let go of with this full moon. You need to step out of your comfort zone. So you're going to have to let go of something, probably that there's a win-win outcome forecast. Taurus. So you could be talking about something about balancing your life out here with this Libra energy, right? And the North Node is, of course, in Aries right now, but it's really about your soul purpose, you know? And I feel like you're learning something new about that. Like, spirit is kind of like, I feel you have a fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. So tell me, what is this comfort zone? There's a new moon, they say. There's a new moon, 9 of Pentacles, new moon. So 9 of Pentacles is a single energy, right? There's no pictures on these cards, so it's a little bit difficult to read them for me. But the 9 of Pentacles is about, actually, it's about a spiritual relationship. It's about going solo in your life. And maybe that is what you're comfortable with, Taurus, being single, right? But it's actually the reason that you stay that way is not because you want to be that way. It's because you are afraid to do anything different. You're afraid to make a commitment. You're afraid. And so Spirit is saying, like, hey, you want to step out of that comfort zone of being single? Because I feel like that's what it's saying. I feel like this is what needs to end. That's the World card. And it's kind of like saying, like, hey, you've been stuck here for quite a while. So maybe you guys have been single or something like that. And Spirit says, you know, it's okay to be single, but that's not why you're single. You're single because you're afraid. You're afraid to change it. You're afraid of, I don't know, maybe rejection. You're afraid of love, maybe. I don't know. All right, so I feel like you got to release a fear about love. You know, maybe it's a lie you're telling yourself about love. But let me just say that to step out of your comfort zone onto the North Node right this minute, it would be stepping into Emperor energy and taking charge of your life, closing out this cycle, because Emperors don't have fear. They don't. And so they're saying, like, grasp this North Node energy right now. It's thick and it's out there for you to just have it. Just bring it in. Just bring it in. I mean, I feel like, so what are you releasing? Fear. You're releasing fear of the unknown. That's what you're releasing. Okay. So why are they feeling, what's the devil? Why is the devil there? What is that telling me, Spirit? The devil card, the sun, and the 10 of cups. I told you. So you're afraid to be happy and in love. That's what your fear is. You're afraid of it. Oh, Taurus, damn it. Okay, so let's see what's coming in for you, because they're saying, like, release this. Here's what's coming. Let's see what's coming for you, Taurus. Like with the energy exchange, right? Okay, you're turning lemons into lemonade is what you're doing. I feel like you let go of this and it changes everything. You got 10 of moons here, which is 10 of pentacles, and you got 10 of cups over here in your fear. I feel like, honestly, you're reframing the way you see your past. You know, over here, like they're saying what you're afraid of, right? You're afraid to be anything but single. That's your comfort zone. That's where you want to be. And every time someone comes in, I mean, or if they do, I feel like you're guarded and like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But it's saying, like, you know, if you'll put that shit down, let it go with this moon energy, you know, do the energy exchange. I want to exchange this fear and I want to, you know, move it over to here. What do you want? 10 of moons, right? Tell me what they want. What do they want? You want a transformation. about the way you feel, about your value, about where to put your energy. You want clarity. I think like this is a really big part of your journey. You know what I mean? The moon is here on the bottom again. So I kind of feel like you're learning some big, huge lessons like about transforming, right? Because you have these two cards here, which are major. And you have 2 more over here, 3 more over here. And even the new moon card is there too. So you've got 6 major arcanas here. So here's what you're learning, right? The lesson, the Hierophant. Like when you can figure out how to transmute energy, I feel like you bump up a level, right? And I feel like you've got a fear here and it needs to be transformed into something else. You've got to let it go. It's really not propelling you forward. You're guarding yourself. You're not letting in all the abundance that could be yours. You know what I mean? So you got to put an end to this cycle of just being afraid to put yourself out there. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of time for you to own your power and take back your power and have the abundance that you deserve. This fear is holding you back from every kind of abundance, love and money. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like this is a big kind of energy for you, Taurus. You're having to let go of something. Like it's a comfort zone, you know? Like I don't give my heart to anybody. And so that's it. That's what it looks like, you know? So I feel like probably the underlying cause of that is because you've been hurt in the past and you're just not really ready to like jump out there again. You don't know if you trust it, but I feel like you should probably just let go of the fear because you're being called to be an emperor, taking charge of your own life, you know? And emperors just, they don't have fear. Like that energy is not a fearful energy, you know? Hello. Yeah. Well, I mean, that whoever I'm reading for there was, I don't know. It might not resonate for everybody, but that's definitely what I got. So 2313. Let's see about Gemini. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing and watching and hanging out. Appreciate all of it. Okay. Angels, spirits, and guides. Let's see what does Gemini need to release with this moon? It says confidence is your key to success. So you must have lack of confidence. So there's something about your confidence here that you got to deal with the moon. And look at what's here. It's the blue moon, babe. That is what's happening. The blue moon. Once in a blue moon. I just wonder sometimes when I like do all the stuff at the beginning if anybody really picks it up. You know what I mean? Because this is a special freaking moon. It's the first of 4 in a row supermoons where the moon is very close. That energy moves us even more when it's closer, you know? So here's the thing. I feel like Gemini, there's something that you really need to believe in. Like it's a miracle coming in. It's right here. And you need confidence in order to have it, to have the win, to have the impossible outcome, right? So you're going to have to let go of anything that doesn't serve you here. Like what is holding you back from being confident? Because I feel like that's what this card is saying. Because what I was asking is, what do you need to release? And it's saying confidence is your key. So you need to temper your lion energy, right? So you might want to look and see where Leo's at in your chart. I mean, that might be helpful. But we are in Leo season now. And I just feel like there's a lack of confidence here. What is going on with this card here about the release? The releasing of energy here, angels, spirits, and guides. The Seven of Wands. You're a little guarded about stability. Trying to find the truth about it. Seven of Wands. This can be about raising your vibration. Like I've seen it in the cards, like different cards have different pictures, you know. So it can be about raising your vibration, you know, and you would do this by, I don't know, feeding your soul. What does it love to do? What makes you super excited when you do it? That's your soul energy. You know, because you can feel it. If you're paying attention, you know what I mean? You feel it in your belly, you feel it on your skin, you feel it, you just feel it. Like, I'm here, I'm doing exactly, you know? So I feel like you're looking for, okay, so you're learning strength. I feel like there's a new beginning here. And it begins with strength, right? But I feel like first there's some kind of clarity coming in here with the Ace of Swords. Let's find out what that is. This deck is so like new. I just don't know even if I can read it sometimes. Tell me what the Seven of Wands is here. Why is it here for Gemini? Seven of Wands. Oh, it's a feeling of feeling like you're not enough. All right, that makes. So maybe you feel like you're not enough for everything, like a stable home. You know, you're feeling like all kinds of ways, and spirit's like, fuck that noise. Like you have no idea who you really are. You feel like you're nothing. Like, look back at your life, sister, brother. Look back at your life and be honest about it. Like, look at all you've been through. Look at all the strength. You're the strongest human being in existence right now. That's your soul saying it. Look at all you've been through. Look at the truth of it. You've got new beginnings here. I feel like you're starting to feel the strength. Maybe you're even starting to understand, like, what all this Five of Pentacles energy actually did for your life. Like, you know, it comes in when we're kids. And then it follows us into adulthood. And we start patterns. And it's almost like the soul is trying to play a game and see if it can reach the human. You know, like, hey, what about me? What about me? And Gemini, you're sitting here maybe not even hearing. You know, not hearing or not seeing or not something, not engaging with this energy of your soul. Because what it's trying to tell you is the truth of who you are. You know, the strength that you really do hold inside. They want you to not feel like this. They don't want you to give up. They want you to know that you believe you deserve a new beginning and it's coming, you know? Okay. So you've got a new beginning coming. Spirit, can you tell me, like, anything else over here? Tell me what the new beginning is. What's the truth first? Ace of Swords. Show me what the Ace of Swords is for truth. It's Five of Wands. About your struggles in life. It is. Like they're saying, your higher self is showing you something. I think, like, whenever I get a reading like this, I'm feeling like your soul is trying so hard to get you to see what they see. You know what I mean? Like the strength that you've had, the struggles that you've had, the alone time that you've had, you know, like, and the value of it. Tell me what the Ace of Moons is representing. It's your higher self coming out and showing you what needs to be cut out. This needs to be cut out. This feeling that you can't have what you want. This feeling that you're not enough to have it. This feeling that your life sucked and there was no meaning behind all the pain. That's what your higher self is telling you the truth about. And that's what's going to give you the new beginning. It's just like a whole new thing. So when you're doing the moon thing, please let go of this feeling that you're not enough. This is what I'm feeling that you need to let go of. Like, this is stopping everything for you. It's stopping your connection mostly. Like, I'm not saying you don't connect in, but I'm telling you, if you'll get rid of this feeling that you're not enough, you'll have 100% tapped in, and nothing is going to stop you. But you really have to, like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the universe. You have to believe in your soul. Tell me what the win-win forecast is for Gemini. What's working out for them? Yeah, your relationship with spirit. Like, you're going deeper here. Spirit is showing you your light. They're showing you itself. It's showing you who it is, you know, how honest, how much knowledge you really have. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're maybe tapping into, some of that soul knowledge. What this could look like is like past life flashbacks. You know what I mean? Not this life. Like, I'm talking about a past life. And knowledge that you didn't have before suddenly comes to you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you just automatically know um, what this particular flower is good to heal. You know what I mean? Like, or somebody's sick and you're like, I know exactly what you need. You know what I mean? It's like just this instant recollection. I feel like that's something that's coming. And it's because your higher self is working so hard with you. And it's because of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is honestly, you know, I mean, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is Uranus, but I feel like it also could be Saturn too. Like, just changing things up and pushing us in another direction, showing us the truth, being really brutally honest about our life and who we are, you know? So I feel like it's really kind of time for you to know, like, maybe why you suffered, you know? Because you need confidence right now to kind of go into this next section of life. So here you have this great opportunity to manifest right now. Manifest the strength you need. Have you noticed how much the strength card is here? Because it came out in the first moon deck. Here it is again in this Greenwich deck, and that's what the moon card was too. It's a Leo card. It's strength. It's fire. It's passion. It's self-worth, you know? It's the ability to go for what you want, and it's the ability to refrain from things that are not good for you, you know, things that don't serve you. You're just like done. And I feel like you're ready to manifest what you need here. Yeah, and what you're wanting is a new beginning, and that's what's coming. I want to know what the blue moon is, though, don't you? This is like make a wish, baby. Make a wish. Okay, so there's something going on with work. I think it's spiritual work, or there could be love and a lover and a perfect timed love situation coming in. Like, you aren't even thinking about this over here. You're feeling like, I don't want anybody else. I don't, I'm not worthy, is what you're feeling. And your higher self is going, oh, you fucking are too. You know, you are. You're just a little guarded right now, but I'm gonna help you out of these feelings, and we're gonna just put an end to them right now. We're gonna do it right now with the full moon ritual. We're gonna put an end to all the nightmares, because I'm gonna show you the bigger picture of what's going on and why all those 9 wands happened to you, you know, so that you can release them. I'm going to tell you the truth so that we can finally get to this place where we see justice and you can feel exactly like who you are, which is this beautiful empress. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, wish fulfillment is coming for you. Believe in it. Believe in it. But you do have to right now, like, I mean, if you want to, and if you are resonating with any of this information, I feel like you need to really release this feeling of lack and like, I can't even work with other people, you know? Like, this could be even inner chatter going on inside of you. Like, no, I don't want to do it, you know? And spirit is like, you gotta let that go. You gotta cut that out. It's holding you back. The impossible thing that's coming is this. This could be marriage, you know? This could be marriage. I don't know what this Four of Swords is about. It's like you're resting. It's like you're resting from something. Clarify the Four of Swords for Gemini. What is it? What are they doing over here with this believe in the impossible? Okay. You're letting go of that. You know, that's your process of letting go of this I'm not enough kind of thing. So you're letting go of that incoming knowledge, strength, able to manifest, starting a new beginning, like you are strong and you know it. Like you're feeling real fine here, like super. I feel like even Emperor energy might be coming in for you too, Gemini, right? But whatever it is, I feel like you can let go of this and then work on your gifts, work with spirit, keep working with spirit. And there's someone coming in. There's someone coming in, and I don't know who it is, but it could be another Gemini, right? Or it could be a love situation, but I also see the high priest, high priestess here. So this could be somebody that you're meant to, I don't know, like you have a soul, like 5D connection. Maybe you guys dream about each other. Maybe something's changing around. I feel like somebody's letting go and somebody else is coming in, and I think it's going to blow you away because you're not really expecting it. You're not. It's when you least expect it. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon is the blue moon coming up on Monday. So you guys use that energy. Okay, let's look at 37, 28. Hey, Dan, my little flirter. What's going on? How come I have Leo there? Oh, because I switched it around last time, so that guy. Okay, Cancer's next. All right. Angels, spirits, and guides. How? He has so much potential. Okay, angels, spirits, and guides. Tell me about what Cancer needs to release on this full moon. That's what we're really needing. Adjustments are required. It's a time to give rather than take. Bottom of the deck, expect powerful change. So, adjustments are required. I don't even know what that means to you. Third quarter moon. We could be about third quarter moon now because we're about, right? So maybe they're saying like right now is when you need to change something, right? Let's just clarify that. So it's something maybe you need to start working on right now. Tell me what it is. I know you're a flirter. I like it. I never get flirted with, so I appreciate it, Dan. Okay. Yeah, I feel like okay, something has to end, obviously, or transform. Honestly, I feel like this is a childhood thing. I do. And I feel like it could be, I mean, okay, Cancer. I'm trying to figure out what this is, could be like more than one message here. For some of you, you could have options in love. For some of you, I feel like there's something in your childhood that needs to be changed, right? That needs to transform in order for you to move forward. I just feel like there's a lot of energy that needs to be transformed here because the Temperance card is here. So let's clarify the Temperance card. Clarify the Temperance card. It's the Nightmare card. What are you worried about? An Empress and the World card. So you need to end a cycle with someone. And I think or a cycle that you've been in since you were a kid, right? Because you've got this page here, which is indicative of a child. And then right underneath that, you have the Ten of Swords, which is about transformation, you know? I feel like on one hand, I want you to know like this was part of your plan, right? And I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like you're being made aware of that somehow. I feel like as far as your it's this that you have to let go of. You know what I mean? It's this childhood thing, this waiting thing, and this Nine of Swords thing. I don't know. It's something that has to change. It's something you have to let go of. I feel like it's got a waiting vibration. Like you know you got to do it, but there's something about it that like keeps you up all night. You know what I mean? You know you got to transform it. You know you got to let it go. It's part of your plan. And you have to let it go in order for you to feel this energy of the Empress, right? Because it's holding you back, because Nine of Swords is fear. And it's saying like this fear is holding you back from understanding your ultimate power of the soul. You know what I mean? I also feel like there could be like there's two people here, you know. There's a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles, and it's saying like you don't know which one to choose is what I feel like. Hey, Tim. I know, right? So there's two people you're trying to choose between. One is the King of Wands or King of Swords, which is like an air sign, or the King of Pentacles, which is, you know, Earth. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I feel like what they're saying is like, if this is you and you can't decide between two people, I mean, that's what needs to end. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what you're waiting on, or if you have two people because you don't really want to invest in somebody really specifically. It's like you haven't really made up your mind. I mean, and it's telling me like, hey, Tina, this is part of their plan. But the plan is, the reason that you have all of this is because it's up to you to like end a cycle so that you can feel the Empress energy. And I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I hope so. Because you can't be in divine energy and be scared. And I feel like you're working on transmuting energy right now. I feel like there could be some kind of message here about also like how to do that, maybe doing artwork. I don't know. It shows someone being a sculptor here. But I don't know if that's what it means or not. But I feel like you have to end some sort of cycle. Clarify the World card. Okay, so you're scared. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So it could very well be that you're in a three-party situation here because the Three of Cups is here. So it's you and two other people, right? Or somebody has you and another person at the same time. I'm not really sure. But I feel like you need to cut yourself free from the whole situation, all of it, and start over. And I kind of feel like you're going to be doing this solo dolo, you know, because that's the Nine of Pentacles. And the High Priestess is here. So honestly, I mean, look at who else is here. The Emperor. So now that changes stuff, huh? Because it's kind of saying like, maybe that's why you can't decide. You can't decide between these two kings because your higher self is going like, wait, it's neither of them. There's neither one of those that are the right one. You have a divine coming in. Your higher self is saying, wait. I know something you don't know. You see how she's like even got a finger over her mouth going like, shh. You know, like she's saying it. That's your higher self whispering to you. You know, you've got someone coming there looking right at you too. You know, sometimes these come out and these guys are back to back. And sometimes when they're back to back, it looks like this is never going to happen, but this looks like it is. So it's saying like, you know, if you're confused about the, you know, this particular thing, or maybe you're tired of being juggled by people, you know what I mean? And you're like, fuck this, I'm gonna be solo, I'm the empress, and then boom, here comes your emperor. I'm just saying, there's something going on here underneath all this cool stuff that looks tough, you know? So I feel like there's a few things you're gonna need to let go of, you know what I mean, in order to like have this work out. But you know, if it's for you, it will always come to you. Don't forget that. So don't worry too much about trying to control anything. Just tap in and listen to your higher self. You'll know the way. I promise you, you will. It's a time to give rather than take. This is a Virgo card. And this is about you going like, should I put any more energy into something I've been working on? The Moon card. I feel like it's an emotional situation. I feel like there's a lot of options. So maybe you're a little confused about what even you want, right? Wow, there's the Strength card. So you're going to have to keep going. You're going to have to keep going. You've got confusion about where to go, right? But like here you are getting a new perspective on the new beginning. So I feel like there's something coming in here, but I kind of feel like, you're scared, man. I feel like honestly, Cancer, this is love. And it's successful love too, if you want to look at the bottom of the deck. But look what's keeping you from it. It's fear. It's this broken mirror. The love you need to give is to you, Cancer. It's not to somebody else right now. Like, it's time to give the love to yourself and allow your higher self to explain things, to show you maybe new truths or from a higher perspective. Tell me what's changing for Cancer with this new moon spirit. The Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. So basically, I mean, you're starting a new beginning here. I feel like you are walking away from something when it's right here. It's this confusion. It's this topsy-turvy, who do I choose? Like, I don't know if it's somebody that's got you in that position or whatever, but I feel like you walk away from it because you know your value. It's time for you to know your value, Cancer. You need to know your value. And as soon as you do, you're like, no way. This is just not really even what I'm after, you know? And I feel like Spirit is here, like supplying all the truth you need about your life, about your wishes, about your new beginning, you know? And I feel like, you know, if you will like surrender And that is what the moon is all about. It's surrendering to the universe, you know, to your higher self and saying, like, I trust you, man. I do. And so far, like, I have, you know, I'm just like confused in my life. And so tonight, I'm going to release this feeling of fear of change. I feel like you're afraid of change. And that's the one thing that Spirit's asking you to do. They're asking you to change your energy, you know, from this fearful energy into like this confident energy. Like, I trust my soul, right? So I don't know. I feel like you have divine love coming toward you is what I feel like. But there's something that has to go first, you know. And it could just be even indecision, you know, like I don't know what I want. I feel like I see like 3 cards about that. I'm not really sure what I want. So you got to be clear on what you want if you want to manifest. I mean, you can't do it like in the 7 of Cups. Right, where you're confused and you're like looking at like 25 different things at the same time. What are you guys doing? I just got home from a remodel job. Was it from foundation a total remodel? I wish you lived closer. What's going on with your dad? Did he have a stroke or something? I must have missed that. Leo. 5250. Oh, he did. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're feeling so much better, Tim. I'm sorry about your dad. I hope you can find some peace, you know, with that situation before too long. It's so hard, isn't it? I still kind of struggle. Angel spirits and guides, tell me what Leo needs to release with the moon on Monday. Okay. I think you're imbalanced. And work through your fears. Surrender. So that's what you are working on here. So they're saying, yeah, we got this really great moon. It's magic. It's blue. It's you know, it's the one. You make the wish and it comes, right? It's the once in a lifetime. And we're having, honestly, yeah, this is the only blue moon, maybe. I don't know. I think what blue is like it's just special for some odd reason, right? Blue. I just did that. What does it say on that? It might be blue because of it's so close. I can't know. That's why that might make it a supermoon. Blue. I think it's got something to do with 2 full moons in a month or whatever. I don't know. Hey Teresa, how's it going? I think you're worried about, I feel like there's worry here for you. You know, it could be about a person, it could be about a kid or somebody younger than you. It could be about somebody in your family. It could be about your stability. I feel like you're really up all night worrying about something, people lying to you, like you're spending a lot of energy on thoughts. And I feel like, you know, you got to let that go. I also feel like, you know, this could be about a love situation, right? Somebody that you love. somebody that, I don't know, is shady as somehow, 5 of Swords, you know. So this one is about somebody not keeping their promises, Leo. And I think whoever it is, I think you're just ending the cycle because it's just not working for you anymore. I do feel like there's some kind of really cool love coming in though. You got 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. Like, I don't know how good better you could get than that. The only thing is that in order to have it, you know, you gotta let go of some kind of weird energy over here. You know, the 9 of Swords, up all night, worried about something. 5 of Swords, you're worried about that. People not telling the truth. People saying one thing, doing another. It's pissing you off. It's bothering you, you know. Tell me about their fears. King of Swords. 3 of Wands. Okay, so there's lots and lots of thoughts here. All thoughts. All of it. And I mean, you've got all swords here. King of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, 10 of Swords. So everything that you're afraid of is in your mind. It's in your thoughts. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're afraid of everything almost, you know? You're just going back and forth and back and forth. But there is some kind of love situation here. And I don't know if it's saying like that's what's coming to an end, you know? Something that you had a lot of success with. It felt really good. You thought it was going to last. They didn't keep their promise to even love you. And you have to like put an end to it. So that could be true for some of you, right? Tell me about surrender to the divine for Leo Spirit. Oh God, it's your fear. It's your fear of not knowing what's next. And I feel like it's time for you to understand your value, Leo. And I feel like at this point in time, like you could have an addiction. You could really not like yourself right now. You know what I mean? And I don't know how you're feeling, but it doesn't really look that good to me. I feel like you don't know your value at all. I feel like there's a huge transformation coming into you. So it says right here that you need to surrender to the divine. So I feel like on the full moon, I feel like you need to surrender the way you're feeling about yourself and your situation, who you are on this planet. If you have some sort of addiction, you know, and you're ready to let that go, let that go. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes, honest to God, the devil card can represent so many things. And I always pretty much just assign it fear. But let's say it's an addiction. Let's just say it right this minute. You know, like in this moment, if it is an addiction, and you're at this point where you're realizing like, I'm not sure if I should do this anymore. 7 of Pentacles. Do I really want to invest in this activity, in this addiction anymore? Because what's happening here is it's hiding your own value from you to the point where you're sort of like in some kind of like stuck feeling like you don't even know what to do. You know, I mean, I think you're trying to figure it out, but every time, like every single thought you have is a negative thought. It's a fearful thought, you know. And I think I don't know what this whole love scenario is here for, but it is here. And maybe that's what you're all worked up about. You know, maybe it's even about money too. You know, because 10 of Pentacles, I mean, it could be about your legacy. It could be about your life. It could be about a difference about, you know, whether you're going to have a stable life or not a stable life. Like, so something's kind of up in the air up here. And I feel like, you know, your thoughts are pretty wild, man. So, whatever it is you need to surrender to the divine, the fears, the worries, the what ifs, you know, let it go, you know? And then, what do you want? You want this. That's what it looks like you want. But you're being kind of blocked from it here because of whatever this devil is for you. And it very well could be an addiction. And it's stopping you from understanding your values. I know I said that already, but I want you to know it again. I really feel like you need to surrender whatever that devil card is. It could be fear, it could be addiction, it could be lies. You know, it could be just fears that they're not serving you. You know what I mean? If something is left to chance here, you know, over here, like I feel like I don't know what this is, but something you're worried about it. Like, I don't know, you're worried about this situation. Like, will I be stable? Will I have, you know, and spirit is saying, like, get out of your head, man. Your higher self is saying, like, you have no freaking clue who we are and what we can do. So if you could manage to like let go of whatever these really negative thoughts are and whatever this devil card is, I feel like you could have like whatever you want, because here's the King of Pentacles, and you want to know the story on that dude? He manifests money like a motherfucker. Like, he is King Midas. He touches this, it turns to gold. He touches this, it turns to gold. And so I know that's a little fantastical, right? But I tell the stories because there's relevance there. You have the ability to manifest money. We all do. Is that our purpose? I don't know. I think some people have that purpose, and I think some people have other purpose, you know. But I think your purpose right now is to understand your value and understand what you can do. But you've got to let go of this feeling, whatever it is, you know. And the Seven of Pentacles is like, should I stay or should I go? You know, should I stay in this love situation? Should I stay in this family? Should I stay in this house? Should I stay or should I go? Where should I go? What should I do? Like, it's kind of a place where you're pushed up against the wall. And I kind of feel like we got a lot of tough energy because of the squares. You know what I mean? Like, we got Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, and then we have Saturn, or maybe I'm wrong on that. But we've got a square going on. We actually have quite a few. And it squeezes us. It puts pressure on us to change. And we do feel it. You know, now how we decide to deal with the pressure, you know, like, I mean, if you're an addict, maybe you use, right? Or try and escape it somehow. I was just talking about that with my granddaughter, about escaping things and how we do it. You know, we get on our phone, we stay on there too long and ignore everything that's going on in our present moment. And from everything I've learned in the last 5 years, I feel like the biggest thing I've learned is how important being in the present moment really is to our life, because it's really all we have. The past is gone. Why are we wasting time there? The future depends on what we do today, you know? So why are we not living in today, you know? We can't worry about the future either, because it's not even here. Like, we're not even guaranteed a future. We're not. We could all die at any moment, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a doom and gloom, but it's freaking true, you know? So, like, what are you doing with your life that you have right now? Are you loving it? Are you living it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, Virgo, did I write down the time yet? No. I was still talking to Leo, that's why. 105:05. Let me see what my people are doing. The manifesting has to go through God and used for love, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it just, I don't know. I guess we just get to decide, but it's really hard when our human being is so, I don't know, hell bent on seeing the negative, you know? Okay, so Virgo, it says that this is a time for healing, and there's a powerful change coming, and I feel like you're being kind of like put onto the North Node path. Now, that could be your North Node, or it could be what the North Node is right now, and that's Aries. So, a time for healing. This is like some kind of an argument, you know, some kind of a word fight. And I kind of feel like maybe you're still thinking about it, right? This could be about a love situation, somebody you always wanted. And I feel like, you know, you're hanging on to them because you feel like they're valuable. Like you don't want to let this person go. There was a fight though. Tell me about the powerful change coming in. Three of Cups. Five of Wands. Oh man. Yeah. So that's why the North Node is here, because you're being asked to step into that role, step up, be the boss of your life, take charge of it. You know what I mean? Like you can't just let people push you around, I feel like, right? I feel like there's a heartbreak here. I feel like Three of Cups. This could be about like a third party situation for sure, because you have the Three of Swords here too, and you thought it was successful, and then you found out it wasn't, and it changed everything. And now you're trying to manifest, but you got this heavy burden here, and it's kind of blocking you from being able to manifest, right? It's this it's this pain and worry and like dang, it's whatever you're hanging on to here. But I feel like what's happening is like you are kind of being moved into this emperor role so that you know, I mean, you have no fear here. None. You see the necessary reason why we are pushed into this energy sometimes, right? That's why. It's so that we own our value and we release all the fear. And it's time, you guys, it's time. So, whatever it is that's, you know, whatever these fights are, I feel like there could be resentment, you know, or like some kind of like, I don't know, just deep heartbreak and shattering of wishes to like, I feel like you had something in mind and it didn't work out like that, and it just changed your life so fast. And I feel like you've been having a struggle manifesting since whatever this is happened. You know, you could have felt very successful before this happened, but the heartbreak happened, and it changed your whole life. And the way everything started to come to you is different here because now you're burdened, and so what you're manifesting is really fucked up at this point. That's how come it's important to like, you know, step into this energy. This is why the North Node is in Aries right now. It's to push us all, you know, like what do we want and how can we make that happen, you know? Realizing that, first of all, like in the Emperor energy, while it's in North Node, right? The Emperor energy is like unafraid, really. And they have no fear. So you see how that is needed here, right? So there's powerful change in embracing the energy of the Aries vibe, this Emperor vibe, right? And tell me what the North Node has to say. Clarify the North Node for Virgo. All right, there's there's a tower. It's telling me like oh my god. Okay. I feel like some of you are sort of stuck in some kind of memory. You know, this is Six of Cups. It could be about your childhood, right? It could be about, and definitely could be about your childhood, because again, with Aries card, the Emperor, I mean, Chiron's up there, and that's about trauma. That's about healing trauma. And I feel like, like, to tell you the honest to God truth, I feel like we are pushed in the energy or pulled in the energy to the North Node. We're just gravitationally pulled to take on the energy or the archetype of the Emperor. And here's what is happening, like Tower and Five of Cups. And then there's a whole bunch of blindness here. Like, you don't want to make a decision. You don't want to choose yourself, right? And love comes in and you're guarded and you're like, no. But you're still trying to manifest, right? But I don't know exactly what you're ending up with, because the energy is just too scattered. It's too confusing. So I don't know what this tower, if the tower has come already, or if the tower is coming to make you leap out of the comfort zone, to force you to make your own decision, to force you to put your guard down, and almost to force you to transform into, maybe transform the way you feel, the way you think, something like that. Wow, this is a heavy reading, Virgo, really heavy. So I hope that you can see what you need to release. It's the pain of something that happened that really wasn't your fault. It really, really wasn't. I think maybe you need to know that more than anything, because especially with this tower, right? So let's say the tower already happened, and like, I don't know what the tower is, but it's basically here to make you step forward into this Emperor energy, take charge back of your life, transform all of the thoughts, all of the pain. You know what I mean? So sometimes Spirit will send in a tower to jolt us onto our path. Because what's happening here is you're so broken, Virgo, that you can't even decide what to do. And you're guarded against love. You're really like, So I think that this cycle has to close, whether you do it or whether the universe does it. Because, I mean, we all have a plan, and there's some things that we aren't going to get around. And one of them is this, like it's telling me, like, it's time for you to understand your power, to understand that you can manifest the life that you want, But so far, what's keeping you from success, right? Success at manifesting, success at whatever, is something in the past. It's a heartbreak. It's inner struggle. It was a change so fast you weren't ready for it, and it feels like ever since then you've been walking uphill both ways, carrying a huge load, and none of it feels fair. None of it. That is going to change, and whether you are do it or the universe is doing it, there is a change coming, and it's saying it right here. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to heal up from this stuff, whatever it is. This could be an old love situation. I see Aquarius and Gemini here. Magician could be anyone. This is Aries. You've got Scorpio with the Tower. And I think that's it for majors. But, like, when you look at all of the majors, like, and I like to do this sometimes because sometimes things happen in our life, like this Tower. We don't understand. Like, why'd you fucking take that? Why'd you fucking take that? Like, I wanted it. I fucking wanted it, right? But this is what you're learning. Like, there are some things that are just fated, and if they're not good for you, they're going to be taken out of your life. Because there is a record of where you're going next. And there are a spirit squad and source energy watching the whole thing, You're meant to understand manifesting, how gifted you are, what lives inside of you with this soul, how powerful it is. And honestly, I mean, again, like, if we could really wrap our head around our power, I don't know what would happen. Emperor would happen. This is where you're not afraid. You want to be successful, you want to be famous, you can manifest that if you want. And this is about what your wishes are and what they really look like. You see, they're going to look a lot different when you're in the Emperor energy than when you're in the scared Four of Pentacles. This one, where you're stabbed in the back 10 times. This one, where you're carrying a heavy load, right? So all these things are happening so that you can learn these things, not the Six of Wands though, but see? So you can learn that some things are set in stone as far as your soul journey goes, and they have to be taken out of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. This could be a death they're talking about here. And I'm not saying like that the person that died wasn't good for you. I'm saying like, hey man, everyone has a soul plan, including the person that died. You know what I mean? So no matter how they died, don't judge it, man. It just happened. It just happened. And it's just something that we end up having to live with, accept, move forward from, you know? So I feel like everything is changing once you get this Emperor energy. Everything, including what you want and who you want and what you want it to look like. All of it changing for you. No kidding. You are not kidding. I've been watching a lot of manifesting going on here in my home. Like somebody will say something and it like happens, like not very long later. I thought about that when my tree got uprooted, you guys. Because my daughter told me she hated that tree about a couple years ago, maybe 3. And she goes, I wish that we could just get rid of that tree because I hate all the bird shit on my brand new car. And I was like, I fucking love that tree. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, all of this part is dead. And I'm like, leave it alone. I'm gonna wrap twinkly lights around it. Like, it looks fucking cool. And she's like, all the bird shit. And I'm just kind of looking at her, rolling my eyes, going like, whatever, man. And then when that tree was laying in the thing and I was looking at her and I thought, did you manifest this? I did. I thought, you spoke this into existence 3 years ago and here it is. I really thought that for a minute or a day or two. Okay, so she has a fancy car and I do not. I will never have a fancy car probably. I'm just not like that. I like minivans, man. I like the freedom of a minivan. You can go anywhere, do anything. I'm trying to think of how long I've been driving a van. I'm going to say it's got to be really close to 20 years. Tim. All right, Libra. I love that you have first card out once in a believe in a blue moon. Believe in it. Believe in the impossible. This is a blue moon in Aquarius. This is a blue moon. It's a super moon. Do you realize the power that we're going to, like, we can receive the power. Think about the full moon. Think about what it does to the water. Have you ever been over at the ocean, like in Hawaii on a full moon? And you go to the part and you'll see everybody out there trying to catch those waves because it moves the ocean. Well, we're like 99% water. Why would it not also move us? That's why I believe in it so much. That is why. Believe in the impossible blue moon. Oh, first card out, 8 of Cups. So you walked away from somebody walked away from you, overdone, dead, gone. Are you still waiting? Are you still waiting? You're working on getting a perspective of something that happened when you were a child. That's what I feel like. And I do feel like we're working through childhood issues right now, big time. It just keeps coming out in the reading, you know. So I just feel like you're getting a different perspective on your childhood is what I feel like. It's looked like you went through a big transformation. Here's the thing. I feel like, you know, honestly, you're looking at that, you're working on getting a new perspective, because what your perspective is right now is what needs to end. It's the Nine of Swords. Like, you feel like your whole childhood was a nightmare. A fucking nightmare. Three of Wands. You're manifesting something. What are you manifesting? You've got 7 and 8 of Wands here too, that came out with that Nine of Swords. So I feel like you're guarded and you protect yourself. You feel like you have to defend yourself all the time. And I think that's what's changing here. That's what the Believe in the Impossible card is about. It's about this change in perspective. And it's all about your higher self. It's about you working with your higher self. And it's about you guys deciding what you want now, right? You're seeing the truth with the King of Swords. Like, your higher self is showing you, I think, special knowledge is what I feel like when I'm doing. See, Ace of Swords. They're telling you the truth about the childhood, like maybe what the purpose was. Like, oh wait, now, because if your soul actually came out to talk to you, and you're saying to them, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're saying, like, why was my childhood so fucked up? Like, why did I have to go through all of that? Fuck's sakes. I'm so defensive now. I never let anyone close to me. And your higher self, what would it say back to you? Well, the reason is because I wanted to experience X, Y, and Z, right? But what they're doing instead is they're telling you the truth about it. They're not really saying exactly what the whole truth is, but they're giving you clarity. And I think this is kind of like a starting of a new beginning with the Magician card. Like, you seeing your childhood in a different way changes your vibration and changes what you attract. You know, it changes your thoughts, what you're thinking about, right? Because now you're clear on it. Before, you were in a child mode and you were thinking, like, God, I have nightmares about this shit still to this day. You know, I still remember. I have PTSD, whatever it is, right? But this Six of Wands is assuring me that, like, your thoughts are changing because of the truth that's coming out from your soul. And this is going to give you the freedom to really, really release this. This is what you need to release on the blue moon. Whatever this childhood thing is, you need to really let it go. So here's what I feel like it might be saying it is. Just, I feel like it could be like you feel like you were abandoned. It's because the first card that came out was an Eight of Cups, right? And then it says, you know, this is what's transforming. You're closing the door on disbelief. So let's say one of your parents left you or wasn't present for your childhood. You know what I mean? And then deep down you feel like, what's wrong with me? Why didn't they want to hang out with me? Like, what was so wrong? Every little kid thinks it. And the sad part is, every little kid grows up, and every little kid still wonders why they were abandoned and what's wrong with me. Why couldn't they just love me? Why'd they have to leave? I think your higher self is explaining it and maybe showing you the purpose of a life like this. You know what I mean? I wonder if they could tell me what the purpose is right now, or if they want to tell you. I feel like it's telling me you had a really hard life. Like Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. There's a lack of love. There's a lot of fighting here, disagreements, a lot of you hiding, maybe. Even like trying to be invisible. I feel like your love example was, I don't know, something maybe domineering or something like that. And I kind of feel what's changing here is like your relationship with your higher self. That's what I feel like. And I feel like that's always the answer too, right? Higher self comes forward and says, look, I got this. Like, we did this because of this and this and this. But let me just tell you, let me give you a little information about who you were, you know, who the soul was, who I am, who you are, human. Because I feel like the human can't wrap around that they actually have another piece to them. And we do. So we're actually like, it seems like we have two consciousnesses in one, you know. We have the human consciousness and then the one that's tapped into source energy and they know everything, right? Every life, everything. Like I have this, I believe that our soul was here at the very beginning when everything was even created or thought up. And I think our soul was part of it. And I think we all can connect into that energy and that knowledge. But it's just a matter of, do we? Are we ready? You know, have we learned everything enough so that we can actually accept what your soul is telling you about the story? You know what I mean? Because I feel like you're hanging on pretty tight. But like, don't forget what this is being clarified. Like, we're talking all about this moon and something really amazing coming in. Like, you're not going to believe the change once you understand this childhood thing, once you release it, once you change your thoughts about it, you know. Conclusions are within reach for Libra. Clarify. There's a new beginning and another new beginning. See, the conclusion is you ending this cycle and then starting down a whole new path. It's almost like your soul is like just jumping for joy here, right? And then you start getting like these new ideas. These could be like, you know, ideas to create something. They could be, who knows, anything you want, right? I guess you're being the magician. You can manifest what you want. Strength's coming in. Strength's coming in because of this, you know, Seven of Swords. I feel like it's right here again. Like, it's saying, like, what all this topsy-turvy childhood did for you is really build a lot of strength. And honestly, I think it gives you a lot of, like, faith in your soul, faith in source energy, faith in whatever it is you put your faith in, you know, something that's bigger than your scared human mind, right? It can be your soul, it can be God, it could be Jesus Christ, it can be whatever you want, but it's kind of like once you kind of understand, you know, what it gave you, you're a teacher from it. I mean, I just want you to know that there is that message here. Like all of this nonsense that you went through, it seems like nonsense and pain. I mean, what teaches us? What teaches and changes you the most? Is it pleasure or is it pain? You can answer that for yourself. You and your loved ones are safe. What does that mean? Bottom of the deck, tell me about that for Libra. I feel like you're worried, you're scared, you feel like you have to protect yourself and your family. Like maybe you're being attacked at some point, right? This could be leftover, you know, from this childhood thing, right? You're like, So definitely want you to know, like, tap into your higher self. I feel like everything's going to be fine here. I feel like, see, it's you understanding the whole fucking thing. You're done mind fucking yourself. This is your higher self coming out saying, like, this has got to end. So it's definitely talking about ending, transformation, brand new beginnings for you, Libra. So what are you going to let go of? This childhood thing, this feeling of resentment, this feeling of I'm not enough, like this feeling of I have to protect myself because I'm being attacked. You don't. You don't have to be protected. I'll tell you why. And you might not believe me. But I was just talking about it. It's because your higher self is the most powerful. You know what I mean? Your higher self is powerful. You don't have to ever be afraid. It's always got your back. Always. It's just a matter of whether we listen or don't listen. Who was I just talking to? Was I on Libra? I was on Libra. I forgot to write the time down for Libra. Okay, well, we're at the time down for Scorpio. And it is 1:31. Okay. You're not any Libra at all, Tim? Not one? Where's your... Well, the South Node is in Libra, so it could resonate for anyone, really. That's childhood wound. I mean, the South Node is things we need to leave behind. It's things we've already learned, and we don't need to learn them again. And it is in Libra, so that makes sense too, doesn't it? Scorpio, tell me what Scorpio needs to release. Wow, that North Node's coming out a lot. This is about being put on your North Node path. So you might be resisting that, right? The energy is gaining momentum. And look at the bigger picture at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what it's talking about. Trying to find a deck. Let's use this one again. I get so confused with this deck because it doesn't have any numbers or anything. And I feel dumb that I don't know it. And they're stars instead of cups. And moons instead of pentacles, I think. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Okay. So this is about the star card, which is kind of the same thing, right? In this deck, right? What is your North Star? Maybe you need to look that up, Scorpio. Like, what's your North Node? And what does that look like? Because I feel like this is saying, like, there's a wish fulfillment coming in and a new beginning in love. Ace of Cups. And then the 9 of Cups here with the star, 9 stars, right? And Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. But it looks to me like there's someone here and maybe it doesn't feel right. Or I don't know. If it doesn't feel right, I would say don't do it. But I feel like there's something about, I don't know. Why don't they want this? It's like a new cup of love that's their wish of fulfillment. Why wouldn't they want it? Tell me why they don't want this love. It's meant for you on the North Node. Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords. And Judgment. So, step out of your comfort zone. You're scared of something. 7 of Swords is generally shady behavior. So I don't know if you're scared of being cheated on or if you're scared of making a final decision. But it's clear that you're in some kind of comfort zone. Tell me what the comfort zone looks like. Knight of Moons, Knight of Pentacles, and the full moon. So it looks to me like I feel like you're making some kind of plan here. What is the plan? Queen of Pentacles. You're hanging on to a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, no, you're hanging on to a Queen of Pentacles and an Empress. And then this Wanderer card comes out. It looks like you could have a choice here between two people. One's an Empress, one's a Queen of Wands. And, you know, it's such a close, like, they're practically the same person, right? In my opinion, I mean, the pre-empress energy, I would say, is Queen of Pentacles, you know, but the Empress actually is all four queens. She's gone through all of it, and it looks like there's some kind of new lover coming in here who is a great match. I mean, they want a new beginning. And then there's Seven of Swords, which is like, I think that's stopping you from going for it. You know, I think you're, I don't know, confused about the two, but you're hanging on. You're hanging on to something, and then at the same time, the Wanderer is here. Now, I do not have a book for this deck. So what do you suppose the Wanderer means? Is that your comfort zone? Being a wanderer? I'm going to clarify the Wanderer with a different deck. I know your South Node is Capricorn, but right now the South Node is in Libra. So what the energy is asking us to let go of is like Libra tendencies. So like people pleasing, like I gotta make everything right for everybody. That's a Libra, you know. So tell me what the wandering energy is, Spirit. Clarify the Wanderer for Scorpio. I don't know about this deck really. The Wanderer is the Tower, the Two of Swords, the Strength, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. So it's a tower, it's shady behavior, it's not wanting to make a decision. So there's a tower coming in, and I feel like you're feeling like this kind of energy in the 3D, like confused and like Seven of Swords could be about doing what's best for you. Remember, it's here 2 times. So this one looks like someone's stealing from you, and I feel like I just did a reading about somebody that's like, I don't know, something about money. Keep that in mind, or go back and watch if that makes sense to you. But that's like the 3rd time for Scorpio that got that kind of message. Like someone's trying to rip you off or something like that. And in this one, it could be like maybe you're blind to it. It's shocking, right? But you do learn a big, huge lesson here. So the Wanderer is I don't know still. Doing what's best for you. Maybe it's just going with the flow of life and not really planning things. I don't really know. But I feel like if it hasn't happened yet, I mean, there will be a tower to blast this out, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like it's going to crumble all the way to the ground, the Seven of Swords thing. You're going to find out, you're going to understand, you're going to make a decision. I feel like you got to have a lot of strength here. That might be what's out of your comfort zone, is you finally have to stand up and go like, no, or I'm taking charge. I'm not really sure. But I feel like, you know, with the Hierophant here, I feel like you're definitely on you know, the spiritual journey and learning things and tapping in. And I feel like every time I see like a whole bunch of like, I don't know, like lessons, like that's what this looks like, right? But it looks to me like you're blocking yourself off from some kind of new love offer. And I don't know why. I think it's because they don't fit your lifestyle, or you're scared. You know, you're scared of somebody ripping you off or cheating or something like that. I feel like there's a pretty big lesson though, Hierophants here. The energy is gaining momentum. Clarify that please. I feel like you're starting to heal here, Four of Swords. You might pick up some really great energy here in this Four of Swords. I feel like sometimes it's the best time when we get the most messages is when we're like laying down and like recovering from something, you know, and then our higher self comes on in to our lazy thoughts, to our sleeping mind, to our, you know, our dream state, right? I feel like there's a lot of happiness and passive money coming in here for you. Like, this is like something that just goes off the ground, and I feel like it's bringing in a lot of energy change, right? Money too. This is also a single energy, and I think you feel very happy in it. I feel like you're following like the next fun thing. You know what I mean? Like your higher self is just kind of guiding you to it because they want you to know this Nine of Pentacles. They want you to know the Nine of Pentacles is about you and your higher self knowing, you know, knowing each other, depending on each other, loving each other, you know, and working together like a well-oiled machine. So one of the things you might first do when you get this energy, or maybe they're saying this is what will happen, is you'll start to want to do fun things. Your soul will just guide you to the next fun thing, you know. And I probably will take you back to when you were a kid, to like some kind of thing that you did when you were a kid. I don't know, this is showing painting, but it could be anything. So maybe you'll be reminded maybe about who you truly are, because we are really truly ourselves when we're a child, before people beat it out of us or tell us it's stupid or whatever, right? So maybe they're taking you back to some hobby or whatever, but I feel like it's making you a lot of money. Look at the bigger picture. So you could be, you know, like with the moon energy, because well, that's what I'm after, right? So this fear, whatever the Seven of Swords is, you could say, I'm releasing this fear. It could be even a fear of a tower moment. Like maybe you don't want this person because you're afraid that there will be a tower moment and it'll just be broke down anyway. It happens every single time. I mean, okay, if that's what you want to tell yourself. You know what I'm saying? What happens is what you think about, you bring about. So if you're saying to yourself like, yeah, this is gonna just end anyway, I'm not gonna fucking invest. I fucking like my life like it is. I don't fucking need anybody in it, right? Okay, you don't have to, but it's kind of stopping you from getting stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's the fear. So even if you don't want a love situation, I don't care. But you gotta let go of whatever the fear is. And you've got it 2 times, and it's Seven of Swords, and you know, it looks to me like, I don't know, you're either doing what's best for yourself or there's someone around you that's shady. But I do feel like it's love, because I've been talking with this in my deck and my hand for like 5 minutes, and this card is the card. So it's about love. It's about you loving yourself most of all. I think you don't even really have a lot of love for yourself. So I don't know. I hope that it's gonna come in. It looks like it is, you know. I feel like slowly your heart opens here with this whole energy of healing, you know, doing the fun thing, manifesting really fun things, fun experiences, right? That's loving yourself, and that's the beginning of transmuting your energy. So I think if you could offload this fear, whatever that Seven of Swords is, it could even be resentment, like anger. It could be some kind of feeling like that too. Look at the bigger picture, because your life is changing. What you want is changing. What you're working on is changing. Something's happening here in your work arena, money arena. You might be getting a new house. There could be a lover coming in. Holy buckets. Truth coming in, a new beginning with the Ace, right? Yeah, it's a new beginning. But the thing is that you're still looking at the past. I mean, you do have something in front of you, but I feel like maybe you're looking at the past. You're feeling like you missed an opportunity here. Look at that. You feel like you did something wrong. You stepped in the wrong direction or something like that. I don't think that you did. I don't think that you did. I think you're exactly where you were meant to be, like as far as your soul plan goes, right? So I think like you're going into, like into meditation, talk to your higher self, and getting a different perspective on this, because like this right here is shaking you up too. Like, did I make the wrong choice? Should I have chose this thing in the past? Like I walked away from it, but now I'm feeling like I might have missed an opportunity. And Spirit is saying, like, talk to me, man. Talk to me. So what are you telling them? And what's your higher self telling you in the Hermit? That there's a new beginning, but you gotta choose yourself. You gotta choose what's best for you, Like this is the Ace and the Two of Wands. So you get a brand new option, a new idea, a new beginning. But you have to decide to walk toward it. And you have to decide if it's the best thing for you or not. Like this is you and only you and your higher self making this decision. What's the best way for me? That's why your higher self is reaching for you, because they're like, this is a pretty important time right now for choices, right? And we just want to give you some information, maybe that you didn't know before, right? So I hope that helps you guys. God, that seemed confusing. I think it's these black and white cards. Like I need to spend some more time with them, maybe. Like just clarifying them with other cards or something. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. Hope that makes sense. So what are you going to let go of? You're going to let go of whatever that Seven of Swords is, right? Shady behavior, it's resentment, it's false beliefs about yourself. Like, whatever, whatever it is for you. Sagittarius. Hello, Kate. How's it going? No, I'm not really. I mean, these are free, but they're like for each sign, right? Sagittarius, angels, spirits, and guides, tell me what Sag needs to let go of on Monday. Wow. Surrender to the divine. Time to release negativity and you're emotional. So you're feeling pretty emotional about something here on the supermoon, and that's the card, and this is a supermoon. You also have the full moon, which it is, and I feel like that's pretty significant, right? So they're asking you to surrender what's making you emotional, and I think it's a negative idea. A negative idea is what I think. All right, let's clarify it. Okay, Tim. Thanks for hanging out. Surrender to the divine for Sag. What are they surrendering here? These guys want to come out. King of Cups, Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Hermit, King of Swords. I think you're surrendering, trying to make something work that's just not working. And I think that's what you're surrendering. I feel like you are trying to cut it out. I think it's hard because I think that maybe you and this person are a vibrational match, like in some way, maybe intellectually, or, just the way you operate, like your thoughts and all that. It's time to release negativity, clarify for Sagittarius. Whoops. Holy cow. Sagittarius, are you really ready for this? Because, like, this is the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. You have negative attachment to love, money, and a soul friendship. It must be still talking about over here, right? This is someone that you love. And I think that you had high hopes with this person. Could be a Scorpio. That's the moon card. Well, what the hell happened? Why are they negative about that? So you feel like you're stuck, like things weren't fair, and you're trying to just choose yourself. This is something that's been on your mind since you were for a long time. This is a Six of Cups, right? So you have negativity about a person, about being stuck in a situation that's not fair, about what love is, about what a relationship is, what family is. Like, I feel like you're really thinking about a lot of stuff here. And I think like it's to the danger zone level with the 8. Like that can be depression, it can be mental illness. You know, it's definitely like feeling like you're stuck somewhere, but it's not even true. Like you just feel like you don't have any choice in something, right? Tell me about the emotions here, Jesus. Man, Sag, what are you guys doing right now? Poor guys. Oh, feeling like, oh man. Everywhere you turn is a 5. That sucks. This is about the same thing. It's about the same thing all the way through. Like that you're in love with someone, you thought you were going to live forever with them, right? Or marry them someday, or maybe you are married, right? I feel like it just didn't work out. Like the truth came out and you're forced to leave. You're forced to walk away. I can't see her look on her face if she's sad or not, but it looks like it could be a little scary, right? That house, it's got boards on the windows and stuff. I don't know, but I feel like you're learning the truth about something. And I feel like you're also making a connection, you know? Like it's almost like it could be a cycle or something that you picked up on when you were little. Like I'm not enough. There could be a cycle here. A cycle that started when you were a kid in your family where things weren't fair, love's fucked up. All you seen was like bickering and moaning and fighting, and you did feel stuck. You felt stuck, like you couldn't get out of the situation. You know, these might be your parents, these might be whatever. And you have negative energy about all of it: family, love, stability, and you. Like, where do I fit? Like, what does that look like for me? Because when I was a kid, like, honestly, when I think about it, too, I don't know if I even want a relationship, right? I feel like you're kind of like really going on and on about it. So, Sagittarius, I'm feeling like you need to surrender your negative feeling toward love because love is who we are at our core. It's our higher self, you know, and our higher self is pure love, our soul. And I'm feeling like you're blocking out all love. I do. I feel like you've got a lot of fear. I feel like you're really sad about something because you learned the truth about somebody you thought you were going to really be with. You did. You really did. But all of a sudden you realize like, this person doesn't think I'm anything. They wouldn't treat me like that if they thought I was something. You know, like that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have fucking happened. And I feel like you're just really emotional about it. So I feel like whatever happened here, first of all, in your childhood, like let's go all the way back to that because that's the underlying problem of the whole situation. And this is what you need to release with the moon. And it's this thought that you can't control your reality. You can. You know what I mean? And I feel like surrendering, like the feeling like I'm not enough for anyone. I wasn't enough at home. I wasn't enough, wasn't enough for this person. And I'm not enough for love. Your higher self has a few things they want to say about it. And they are. They're telling you the truth here. They are. So I kind of feel like, there's going to be some changes coming in. But you got to first clear this out. Like, do you really believe you're less? Please say no. Because I see this Five of Pentacles all the time, and I know what it means. It means like you feel like you're not good enough to go someplace. You're not good enough to be with certain people. You're not good enough. Like maybe you don't have fancy enough clothes or whatever, right? But it's just like you got to release that. You got to like somehow, I don't know, tap in and get the truth. Tap in and get the truth about who you are so that you can cut this shit out, because it's like blocking you. So release whatever I'm talking about here for you, whatever this means. I release all negative feelings about myself and I replace them with confidence. I replace those feelings of lack with feelings of abundance. And that's my energy exchange. I don't want to feel pain. I want to feel joy. I want to release the pain and I want to bring in joy. That's how we energy exchange with the moon, you guys. You write down what you want to release and you burn it. And the things that you want to keep, write them down, put them under your pillow and sleep with it. You know what I mean? Open it up the next day and say it to yourself again. And talk to yourself like you already have it. I am abundant in love. I am abundant in peace. I am abundant in health, right? So say all of it and own it, And there's power in threes, so you might want to say it three times a day, right? That would be working with the 369 energy, which is source energy and creation energy. So like those are just a few little tricks and ways to like really like emphasize that manifestation, 157 38. Okay, let's see for Capricorn. All right, let's ask about my Capricorn friend, Spirit. Tell me all about them. You know what I was thinking about right now with that? I was just thinking about that moon deck, that little moon deck. So, it doesn't have any like letters, like numbers on the hangman or the Wheel of Fortune or anything. And they're all kind of different cards. Like I've never seen a new moon card or a full moon card. They have both. And then they have that Wanderer. And I don't know what that means either. But just now when I was thinking about that, I was saying to myself, should I use that Wanderer? The Wandering Moon deck, I think that's what it's called. And then I heard this song in my head. I'm the type of guy who likes to roam around. You know that one? 'Cause I'm a wanderer. Yes, I'm a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Maybe that's what that fucking card is about. I don't know. But thank you, Spirit. Maybe that is what it means. Okay. So Capricorn, I feel like there's something kind of coming in to an end. Like this is definitely Aries energy, so it could have something to do with energy, with Emperor energy and standing up for yourself and like taking charge of your world. Here's another one, the Emperor again, because the North Node is in Aries. I cannot believe how many times this card has popped out in the readings today. You know what I mean? I've done 10. I bet it's come out at least 6 times. So this is talking about your commitment is being tested, like, right? So this could be about recommitting to something or someone. It could be about having confidence. It can be facing hurdles with confidence, like some kind of problem comes up, you just jump right over it. I think that the manifestation is like, if you wanted to repeat this to yourself, like let's say with the full moon, I am committed to my dreams and go toward them with confidence. So that's kind of like the affirmation. I am committed to my dreams and go toward them with confidence. So I feel like, I don't know what's happening here. Your commitment to something could be to yourself, could be to a, a routine that you just, recently started doing. Like maybe you promised yourself you're going to drink 20 glasses of water a day, and you're on day 2 and you're like, fuck man, I could barely get down 10. I don't know. But saying like whatever you're doing, it could be very small, but like you're being kind of tested about it. Like you made a promise to yourself and now you're maybe reneging on it, right? That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. I do too. I like that song too, and I can't remember who sings it, but was it Fabian? I think it might have been Fabian. Man, that's old. I kind of like Fabian. Okay. Your commitment. There's a fight. A word fight. It's divinely timed. Don't worry about it. Like, it's going to be okay. Just so you know, like, there's something here. Something's got to change. Oh, it's a tower. There's a tower in your life coming in, you guys. God damn it. Or it already came, and they're saying, like, this is what you need to let go of on the full moon, because that's kind of what I'm asking about. We're really doing full moon. This could be about your stability, and it could be about the way you feel about yourself. Like, how am I valuable, right? Queen of Pentacles. She does know her value. And the Four of Wands. This is about a relationship. I mean, there's just no other way to read this card. This is about two people who really fucking adore each other. They're just glad the other one is alive. That's it. They don't want anything. They don't. Look at how they're looking at each other, right? Something's happening here in a relationship. There's some kind of... This Five of Wands, let's look at it closer. Because this Five of Wands is about 5 people trying to sing together, right? Harmonize together. Sing a song, perform. Okay? Now, think about how hard that would honestly be. Like for me, because I'm not really a singer. I know I sing on here, but I'm not really a singer. I know you guys are all surprised. But anyway, I just feel like, I don't know what's happening here. What's happening with the tower? God dang. What's the tower? The Star card, Aquarius, a nightmare, and having a new perspective on it. The Oak King. This could be also time stalled, like there's you're suspended in time, like you're just like stuck in the air maybe. It looks sad. It looks 9 of Swords, like, oh my God, this is the worst fucking thing that's ever happened to me. Whatever it is, like, it's a tower. But then it tells me, the Star card. The Star card is 2 things. The Star card is 1, wish fulfillment, right? It's everything you want. It's your dream. It's your North Star. It's the North Node, I mean, it is. It's the North Star. What do you want? What are you going toward? What's your soul going toward, right? Maybe that's why it's happening. Look. This is a fiery climax, isn't it? Because you're being put on a North Node path. So in this instance, I don't know what your North Node is, but you should dang Google it. Find out where your North Node is and see what it means. Because I feel like this might not be about the Aries North Node. This might be about you. You know what I mean? This might be about your North Node and your path specifically. So the North Node changes about every 18 months, so you might want to look up the whole thing. You know how I do it? I write down the whole birthday, and then where was the North Node? You know, what's the North Node for this birthday with the year? Because it does change every 18 months. So I don't know. I just feel like there's something that's being changed in your life, and it is about your North Node path. And I feel like it's not a good feeling, you know. Tell me, clarify the fiery climax. Like, what is coming to a close here for Capricorn? What is it? It's a 2 of Cups. Oh my God. A 10 of Cups. And the Lovers. And the Hierophant. And do I want to spend any more time here? Should I keep investing in this shit or not? Whoa, man. What the hell happened? It looks like remember the 5 up here? It's like you guys are trying to cooperate with one another. You're trying to like make something together. It's not easy. It's struggle. It's a struggle. But you end up crying here. This is definitely universal energy though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't like this at all. Tell me about this North Node card. Okay, 6 of Cups, Page of Cups. Oh. Do you feel like you're stuck? Do you feel like you have no options in life? Do you? Because I think you've been feeling like this since you were a kid and you can't do it anymore. It's like time to change. It has to change. Let me show you. These are definitely childhood memories. 6 of Cups, Page of Cups, and 8 of Swords. Like, this has been your life the whole time. Have you felt like you have had no choices pretty much? Do you feel like that? Did you feel like that as a child? Like, I don't get to choose. I don't get to choose where I get to live. I don't get to choose what I get to eat. I don't get to choose anything. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to bust out of it. Like, you gotta surrender this. Queen of Cups. Because it's stopping you from like understanding who you are. You know what I mean? Okay, so you have this thing, and it's really a comfort zone too. It is, because you're in your comfort zone here with this stuck energy. You know, like you're like, well, it's always been like this. You know, I've never really had much choice. I've always been kind of stuck, and I just go with the flow. I don't make a lot of commotion. Okay, well, you don't have to make any commotion if you don't want to, but like, you can't stay here. You can't. It's going to be blasted out. It is. Your commitment is being tested. What's going on? You have to take a little power back into your life, I feel like. I feel like there's some of you that are ready to like throw in the towel with a relationship. I do. I mean, I don't know why, but it's right here. It's a fiery climax right here in a relationship. It's a soul friend. It's somebody you want to be with forever. It's probably somebody you're married to. And you're like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? You're sad. I don't even know. This is crazy. I haven't gotten a weird reading like this at all today. Capricorn, of course, it's got to be you. You devils, you. Give me some advice for these guys. Man, you got me all over the place with this Capricorn reading. Angel, spirits, where are you at? Okay, there you are, manifesting. I just, man, I don't even like this, any of it. I don't. I feel like what's coming to an end is this fear. And I think, you're here with this devil card, right? Because that's your card, Capricorn. But in this particular card, it doesn't show like a devil, does it? It shows a guy in the woods who's setting a bear trap. And he's so deep in thought about just setting the bear trap, or he just knows how to do it and he's thinking about 10,000 other things. And he's setting the bear trap, but look at who's right there looking at him. There, see it? Mm-hmm. It's the bear. And the bear is watching him set the bear trap. This dude doesn't know. And in the background there, in the light, in the back, there's a whole bunch of like, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to say spiritual activity of some sort. Beings of another kind dancing around back there. And he doesn't see that either, right? So I feel like for one, you don't understand or see your value. I feel like you're pretty low vibe right now. And I don't know why. But I feel like you gotta let go of this during the moon. The fear, the burden. I feel like what needs to happen is this. It's like kind of like reaching for a higher wand. Like realizing you have more power than you think you do. You know what I mean? I feel like with this being in the middle of what I was reading here, it's telling me that, I do see you manifesting, and I feel like you're manifesting something, great coming into your life. Maybe you're manifesting like to know what your soul purpose is, maybe because of all the North Node information coming out. So maybe you're going to start looking into that, right? But you are asking for an answer, like what is my purpose, right? Because I feel like kind of like it's telling me kind of like when you were a kid or what your memories are is pretty much like I don't really have a choice. I'm pretty much stuck here. I'll just make the best of it, which is fine. But I don't think it's your purpose. I think your purpose is to choose what you want next and to go for it. And it's Empress energy. She's a god. She's a goddess. She's actually the Earth Mother. She's Gaia. She's our planet. That's what she's representing in this card, is life, the giver of life, right? And I feel like you're preventing yourself from feeling the gifts that you have, from using the power that you have. And it is about this thing when you're a kid. Like, I don't have any control. I really just don't. I never have. And I just make the best of it. It's all right. I can do it. But I think that if you could like release the fear of whatever it is, the fear of the burden, the fear of the unknown, the fear of maybe even a PTSD memory, you know what I mean? Because I feel like you have even nightmarish memories about your childhood family. I mean, it's over here. And I kind of feel like, one of the things that you're learning up here is kind of like to reframe that part of your life. Like instead of feeling like I never really had any choices, maybe you talk to your soul and your soul goes, hey, that was the choice. The choice was to live like that. But it's really just so that you guys can reconnect, It was so you could live certain experiences and put all that knowledge that you learned back into the collective consciousness for our own evolution, for source energy evolution, for human evolution even. you know? I don't know. I feel like it's important for you to know your value and your power. I don't think you've gotten to feel that yet, and I feel like it's coming in. And I don't know what's going to be removed. Whatever's stopping you from feeling it. Fear. You know, maybe that feeling of when you were a little kid, like I'm out of control. You get some Aries energy, Emperor energy, and you're like, oh my God, I'm powerful. You feel it. You know it. You know, maybe you even manifest something with a thought. You know what I mean? Like, I hope something like that happens for you guys. You know, where you just think something and it's there. It happened to a friend of mine not too long ago. She's like, oh my God, I said it out loud and it was about work. And she's just bombarded with work now. You know, she was barely making it. Now she's just slammed. She's working for herself. Okay. Let's go to Aquarius, angel spirits and guides. Tell me about the moon energy. What is it that Aquarius needs to release? A new romantic cycle begins. Believe in the impossible. And take time to breathe outside the bottom. And a win-win forecast is underneath that. Communication is key, just telling you. Not reading them. But take time to breathe out. You want to know what that card means to me, how I feel when I see it, is it's almost like you make the wish and it starts to happen almost immediately. Because look, that's almost full, right? But the moon starts to, you know, wane and leave, and that's what happens. We let the moon take it, and it really does. Like, it might be so shocking it takes your breath away for a minute, you know, because it's saying, like, don't forget to exhale. This is going to make you gasp for excitement. Bye, Teresa. Thanks for coming. Love you. Have a great day too. I hope you have fun at the cousin swimming pool party. I wish I was a cousin. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins for Aquarius with the Earth Mother. So you're in that energy, you're knowing your value. You could be having a King of Pentacles come in, right? Could be a Capricorn. Definitely could be marriage. High Priestess here. It's going to make you pretty happy. And then the King of Swords. You know, I mean, really technically, you could have potentially like 3 people coming on in. Maybe even 4. You've got Leo and Capricorn here and Taurus. What is this one? Taurus. That would be, according to the 5th house, it would be Libra. Maybe that's Libra. Could be. Okay, believe me, impossible. Tell me about that. It's about love. Look at all these kings, man. King of Cups is making you an offer. Oh my God. You manifested it, baby. You manifested it. You ask it. You asked for it. You got it. You do. There's a new beginning, or at least some kind of sexual activity. It is a win, folks. A total win. Believe in the impossible. If you're manifesting a love, that's what it looks like to me on the blue moon. It is a blue moon, and it's Monday. If that's what you're manifesting, I think you can have it. I mean, it just is all right here. Believe in it. You can have it. There is a new romantic cycle. But I'm wondering if you have more than one offer, right? So you could be like entertaining, maybe you're on an app, a dating app or something, right? Because you could have an air sign, you could have a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, right? You could have a Taurus, you could have a Leo, you could have a Capricorn. You have Leo here twice, I believe. And so, and then you have the water sign over here. Believe it. Believe it and you're going to have it. You're manifesting at least some kind of activity, right? All right, so something amazing is happening for you here. There's a big transformation in the way you're living your life. This could be somebody from your past that's coming back in. This could be a Scorpio, coming toward you. It could be a fire sign too. But I feel like what they want is a reconciliation. I think in a way you've just been kind of waiting. Your higher self is saying like, yeah, this is my person. I'm just going to hang tight and wait. I think you've just been like, like all of a sudden, here they come. Like it's coming quickly. So I feel like honestly, I don't know what you have to release. I don't even see a fear here. I mean, the devil is here, so I don't know. Do you got fear around love, maybe, or is there an addiction? Is there something you're not seeing? Those are all the meanings of this specific card, right? Or even like how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. Here's the thing also I want to say is like, I feel like the connection that you're manifesting is this kind. That's why it's a gift. You know what I mean? It's this high priestess energy, and that is psychic. It's a psychic connection. It is a heavenly connection. It is a meant to be connection. And look at this card too. Like this is meant for you. This Three of Pentacles is really showing an angel from another realm handing a human being a gift, and it's the music to their own soul. And in this particular instance, it's somebody who loves you. So you're manifesting this. I don't know what this is. I don't know if there is an addiction. I don't know. But whatever this devil energy is for you, and I've told you what it is, it's about not seeing something. Maybe you're not paying attention to red flags. Maybe you're not seeing the obvious thing. Or maybe you're just you're not living in the moment, right? So whatever this is for you, I feel like it's a blockage, and I feel like this is what you need to like let go of. So whatever that means for you, whatever this card is representing for you, that's what I feel like you need to let go of. And then this is just coming in because you've been manifesting it, but there was that little tiny bit of fear there. So you got to get rid of that, or you're gonna like probably receive something that's a little sketch, right? So just pay attention to where your vibe is at when you're manifesting. You know what I mean? And I think Tim is right. Tim was like, I think we manifest all day long. And I'm like, me too, with our thoughts, even the bad ones, and so that's why it's so important to keep our mind clean, man. Okay, Pisces, we're almost done here. Pisces, you're the last one. All right, so let me see what time it is. 2:24. All right, Pisces, angels, spirits, and guides, tell me all about it for my Pisces friends. Whoa. Expect powerful change. And time to give rather than take. Somebody else got that. And then there's this blue moon card one more time, saying like, we're getting some major wish fulfillment, like on steroids. This moon reminds me of like a miracle. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to believe it, right? So what do you want that to be, Pisces? I just want you to get into your head, what is the biggest miracle that you could ever receive, and make that shit happen. It's Monday. This energy is coming in Monday, and it's saying like, expect powerful change. So what do you want to let go of? What do you want more of? right? That's pretty much what we're doing. We're exchanging energy on those moons. So, see what's changing for you, Pisces. What's changing for Pisces spirit? What in the heck? Something big's changing. What is it? Okay. All right. So this could be about a kid, a child, something, but it's something that you worry about. Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare. It's like keeps you up at night. I feel like there's some kind of waiting energy, waiting on a change, waiting on the world to change. What's that song? God, why are you singing to me so much today? Who's talking to me out there? My higher self? It's just feeling silly today. All right. I feel like you have to release whatever this is. Like, so this could either be a message coming in, a message of truth, honesty, it's new information, and you can't sleep. It's too much, right? I feel like you're waiting on some kind of change here, but you're still worried, right? And something is coming in. It's maybe more truth, right? It could be a person coming in. I'm not sure what it is. It's a Knight of Swords. It's about change, right? So it could be information. And here you are in the Two of Swords, just doing exactly what you should be doing, saying like, Spirit, I don't fucking know what to do. I'm really pretty much lost here. So maybe my higher self could come guide me about this situation. Maybe this is about a fire sign, I do feel like maybe there's some kind of like energy here of you going inside, talking to higher self about transmuting the energy. This is definitely something about a Six of Cups relationship, broken heart. This could be about a relationship because I see a king and queen here, that broke your heart. It could also be about broken heart from when you were a kid. It's a memory, Six of Cups, something you are nightmaring about. So let's see. Let's clarify this Virgo card. Time to give rather than take. What do you mean by that for Pisces? What are you trying to tell Pisces? Wheel of Fortune. Four of Pentacles. And the War or the Tower. Whoa. Knight of Pentacles. The Devil card. And the Fool. And the Truth. And the Queen of Swords. Led by High Priestess. Okay. So there's something definitely that you have to cut out of your life. And you have to make that decision yourself. But first, you're going to understand some truth. I feel like it's kind of shocking. And I feel like it's about your soul plan. I do. And I feel like, like this might be brand new for you. Like maybe you've never even tried to tap into your soul before. I don't know. Or maybe you have and you haven't heard back, or you just don't know what to think, right? I just feel like there's something that has to be cut out of your life, and I really feel like it's got something to do with this devil, right? Is it an addiction? Is it the way you see yourself? I feel like something's changing for you and you don't really have control over it. So, Wheel of Fortune, go with the flow as this Tower removes something out of your life. It's just not serving you anymore. And I kind of feel like it's sort of it's just a low vibe thing. Like it's either the way you see yourself, your life, your family, your role in life, right? But I also feel like you're doing a lot of like inner work. You're working on yourself, right? But like these major arcanas are coming in to shake up your shit. They are. Wheel of Fortune, Tower, Devil. Something's being blasted out of your life that just doesn't fucking live there anymore. It can't. It has to go. Your higher self is going like, no way. So your higher self is supplying you with all these logical thoughts, logical plans, logical next moves, right? I think that's what's going on here. I want to know what the miracle is, though, don't you? Believe in the impossible. What's going on? Two of Cups. Aw. Oh. This is all about some sort of situation. Pisces, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Virgo here, but I feel like there's someone here, Two of Cups, that doesn't have any value for you, you know? And I feel like you're trying to heal up or figure it out, right? Because the Star and the Hermit is here. But I feel like what always ends up happening is you feeling like I'm not enough and nothing is ever fair. And it will be as soon as you do this. Believe in the impossible. This is the key right here. It's the Two of Wands. I got to invest in myself. So I kind of feel like you got some weird ideas about who you are and what your value is, and the universe is saying like, no more. This isn't happening anymore. Your higher self is saying, we're not going down this circle again. We're not going around this loop again. No, you have to choose what's for your highest good and growth. You have to choose you. You have to invest in yourself. But the problem is, I don't really feel like you have value, Pisces. I feel like you're feeling pretty shitty about yourself here. And I feel like it doesn't help that there's a soul friend who's treating you like shit. That's what I see. And I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like no matter what, you have to choose yourself. And I feel like there's a big turnaround coming. I don't even know if you're going to even like see any of this coming, but you have like a big change. Lots of major arcanas. Let's look at them because this is what you're learning. You know, these are your lessons. These are what you're bobbing and weaving through with all these minor arcanas. You're living really your higher self's plan, right? And here it is. So this is your higher self coming out. They want you to hear them. They want you to cut some stuff out that doesn't serve you anymore because your human is overloaded. So your higher self is going, hey, and they're quiet. They're like, hey, are you there, Pisces? It's time to change. It's time to change paths. Like, you've been on this one long enough. And so in order to change paths, we have to change energy. We have to get rid of this kind of energy because otherwise we're staying on this fucking path. Oh, here's two more majors. So anyway, yeah, you got the Hermit 2 times here. But like, I feel like what's happening here is your higher self wants a new being. They want it fucking now. And I don't know that you're really like, I don't know if you just don't hear them or you don't know how to like change this feeling or whatever, but they do. And they're using the energy and the astrology to do it. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Devil card. The way you see yourself is going to change, and it's going to change quickly. Because what you're seeing is not really the truth. You're looking in a skewed mirror. You know what I mean? I feel like what you don't know, but your soul does know, is how to change those feelings, how to change those beliefs. You know what I mean? Your soul has the answer on how to change it. And I feel like that is what's happening. That is the change. You know what I mean? You're living this life in the 3D where you feel like nothing's fair and you feel like this person that's your soulmate is a motherfucker who doesn't really fucking have any value for you or what you do or what you've done. You know what I mean? And it's really mind-boggling, right? So this is kind of a big deal, what's going on for you. So, you know what I would let go of with that, Moon? I would let go of the way you feel about yourself. Because I feel like you feel powerless. I feel like you feel helpless. I feel like you feel like unworthy of love, of truth, of change. And I don't even think you can wrap your head around a different existence. That's why you're getting that tower. Because it's time for things to change. You've got to know something different than that. You've got to feel something different than that. And your soul and the universe are all concocting the plan. Only Jesus can save me? Dude, I got a direct line to Jesus. I do. But thanks for worrying about me. Okay. That's all I got, you guys. I'm done. Have a groovy day. Thanks for watching.